That was one of the worst mistakes they ever did. So they are changing it now. And the next week, it's going to be the second debate at the Asamblea or the Congress, and they are going to put that to 100. So the difference is, you can always still prosecute anyone, but you will have to go directly through your resources and see that that person is prosecuted for any value, doesn't matter. But the difference it used to be that if the theft took place with violence or without violence, that's a big difference here in Ecuador for how the prosecution goes. If it's with violence, it can be prosecuted by the district attorney. If it's without violence, you need to go and file your writing information for that, and it will be prosecuted. Now, we have put some information about this, but I'm afraid I will have to send you by email in the next 2 or 3 weeks an update of this information, because we are waiting for next week for the Congress to issue the new criminal procedure code that is changing some of these issues, and it's supposed to make it easier to go ahead and file a complaint for these issues whatsoever. But again, we probably will see a big change on this, and I will be glad to update all of this for you once I have your information. One area that it's related to this information of the criminal law, it's firearms. Probably, I don't know if some of you have firearms, don't have firearms. You have it as for sport, or you like collectible arms, or I don't know. In general, Ecuador has never been a country that it's easy or is commercial to have a firearm. It's not easy to have a firearm here. People in general do not tend to have firearms here. And specifically since 2007, the actual government, they definitely have it make it more difficult to have firearms. Now it's very difficult to have firearms in Ecuador. Basically, they are also updating, and probably it will be updated with the change in the criminal procedure code, the rules to have a firearm. But right now it's very difficult. In fact, they create a new entity that's called the Technical Unit for Arms that needs to register your arm. Once your arm has been qualified as a legal weapon. But apparently this unit is not completely working, and we have seen cases, very few cases, in which people that want arms, they have followed all the steps. And once they go and try to register their arms, they find out at the UTCA that they have not completed the steps. And they told them, come back in 1 month or 2 and we will finalize this. And until then, the surprise is that they keep the firearm for you. So they find out that it's better not even to show until they complete and all the rules are clear, because they are not clear right now. So basically you could end up in a situation where they take your arm away until they are clear what will be the next steps to follow. That's kind of the bottom line right now. Probably in the next months we will see a change in this, more clear rules, but I don't think it will change much. I think it will still very difficult to have arms here in Ecuador. And also it's one of the issues that it's been part of the Ecuadorian theory for criminal issues. Here to have an arm, we follow the criminal codes of other countries that they level, whenever there is a crime, they level which arm we're using to protect your home. Let's say if someone comes with a knife and you use a gun, that could be addressed as an excessive force because you're using a gun. That's one of the things that they are analyzing right now, and probably I don't think it will be much of a change in that. There's no many cases in Ecuador of self-defense. There's no that many that involves guns or that kind of things. And most of the gun involvement in Ecuador is used directly by people that are criminals or that are stealing things. So there's no much reference of good people using guns. Weapons collection. It's still gonna be very, very hard to have in your home here in Ecuador your weapon collection. Is not, you will have to change the collection. Is not recommendable. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be very difficult to have that as your activity. Probably the best idea will be to join one of the clubs of that fire as a sport. That could be still the easiest alternative to hold an arm and to practice on firearm, and they are in a way the only ones that have been able to follow with that activity. So if you really like that and you want to have your arm, I don't know, in Vilcabamba or in Loja, if they have you can begin the shooting club, or
there is a gun club.
There is a gun club. Probably that could be an alternative. But then again, we will see some changes in this in the near future. The information that we have put here, we have tried to be as detailed as possible. We have put the bank account where you can deposit the $44 for the general application. But then again, you have to go to a psychological assessment, theoretical evaluation, practical evaluation, registration. So it's plenty. Probably you will not enjoy the country if you follow all of this. So it's better to go ahead and look for another recreational activity. But we will keep you informed also on this. We will see some changes in the future. I got a question from Lori regarding private security companies. This is again kind of a gray area. It used to be that the security companies, they used to have the ability to fire arms in the perimeter when they were guarding out of the perimeter. Now a guard can only fire an arm within the house they are protecting. They cannot go outside there and fire an arm.